So, um, doing some more quotes, surprise. But I think it's one of those things that, you know, I enjoy discovering so many things. I've been working on building and developing a kind of quick spreadsheet that allows me to pull out the information for gardening. Because obviously going to start doing more market gardening and everything else. And I quite often the key factor that you find when you need to do something is you've got the time to do the physical work, but it's the planning and other things that usually are difficult. So if you can pre-plan it, and then if it's all there, you just literally go, right, what am I doing today? I've got half an hour, bang 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 bang, and then away you go. But so this is, yeah, 5 minutes. Every lie we tell incurs a debt to the truth. Sooner or later, that debt is paid. Uh, Valery Legasov, Chernobyl. Obviously, the Chernobyl disaster was the single most dramatic um, disaster to hit the world. It was horrific. It created untold problems and um, yeah, uh, completely uprooted and destroyed hundreds of thousands of lives. Um, and yeah, everyone must choose one of two pains: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Very true. I don't know who said that, but for someone who's struggled with discipline their whole life, um, the I'm thankfully very, very free from regret. But I, I, I didn't take the struggle and just go, "Ugh, I give up." I'd much rather have the struggle and avoid regrets. I like to keep my life simple, make choices, live with those choices, and because life is so complex, you make one choice many, many, many years ago that runs into present. It's a bit like a multi-dimensional, sort of multi-universe theory. At whichever point you take it, before you know it, you've got multiple universes just walking down the street having a coffee. Because there's so many choices that lead you into to different things that, you know, would I have be where I am now um, if I myriad number of choices. Um, there's no point having a regret. There's no point kind of rewinding things. I am who I am because of all the choices I've made. Um, Hope is the letter that never arrives, delivered by the postman of my fear. Ed Novalezic. Novalezic. Um, Hope is a beautifully, beautifully, incredibly complex. I think hope is pretty much the same as love. It's because as a perception, um, we only have one perception. There is only one person in the universe, and you can only see it from one perspective, and that's your own. So love is a kind of how you integrate other people into you, which is and hope was one of those things of you know people are happier if they actually get the chance to plan a holiday. Not that they have to go on it, but if they can plan it, they feel happy. So hope is a kind of it's a dangerously amazing thing, and don't let hope fill in the blanks for what you can have today. Um, yeah. Artists are people driven by the tension between the desire to communicate and the desire to hide. D.W. Winnicott. Um, yeah, face-to-face conversations and presenting a piece of art. Um, it's the desire to communicate what's inside. What your thoughts are. I do not see the world at all. I invented it. Franz Kafka. So Kafka, 1910 to 1923. That's from his diaries. Again, comes back to the whole perception, and it is your reality is your own. Um, and before I get too deep into that, I will move on.